Hello and welcome to today's video. All right, in today's video, we have a question on algebraic proof, and the question goes, prove algebraically that the sum of any three consecutive even integers is always a multiple of 6. All right, so how do we solve this question? So this is what we have to do. We have to understand the meaning of the key terms that we have in our proofs, right? So let's first of all, think of what we mean by an even number, right? We know that an even number is a number that is divisible by 2. So any number that you pick that is divisible by 2, we say that as such a number is what? Even. So the idea is this. So I'm going to pick three numbers. So I'm going to say I'm going to pick three numbers, right? So we can call them X, Y, Z. So we want to make sure that these three numbers are even, right? We want to make sure that these three numbers are even. So I can say where my X is 2n. So I'm sure that this number is even, right? So I'll say something like, so let the consecutive even integers be 2n, right? So if 2n is the first even number, then it means 2n plus 1 will be odd. If this is even, it means 2n plus 1 is odd. So the next even number has to be 2n plus 2. Don't forget they are consecutive, meaning that they are following each other, right? But then they are even. And that is why we have the spacing. So, and then the next one will be 2n plus 3, but that is odd. And we are dealing with even numbers. So I'm going to pick 2n, add 4. So these are going to be the three consecutive integers such that, I'm just going to write that, such that my n belongs, that is an element of the set of our integers. Right, now the sum, the next thing is the sum. So I'm going to do 2n plus 2n plus 2 plus 2n plus 4. This is the sum we are talking about. So we are going to simplify this sum, and 2n plus 2n plus 2n, that's going to give us what? 6n plus 6. Right? Of course, I can factorize out 6 from this expression. So I'm going to have 6 into bracket n plus 1. So, and of course, since I'm able to factorize out 6, it simply means that this expression is actually divisible by 6 because I can divide this by 6. If we come to this side and we have this divided by 6, I'm going to be left with a value. So which tells us that this is actually divisible by 6. So, so we say that n 6n plus 1 is actually divisible by 6, right? That is divisible by 6. Therefore, we have our proof. We have our proof. And that is it. That is actually how you show that the sum of any three consecutive even integers is always a multiple of 6. Don't forget, if it is a multiple of 6, it simply means that it is divisible by 6. That is just the idea. Understanding what your proof is saying is what really matters. So if you're able to, get a relationship between each of those terms, when we say multiple, when we say factor, when we say it's divisible, the idea is just to make sure that you create a linkage in such a way that you can use one to prove the other. So if it is a multiple of 6, it is divisible by 6. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for staying back. Do not forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.